Hi, welcome back. So in this series, we're going to talk about, in this video, today we're going to talk about adverse event, another listing. So the adverse event thing, by using the R programming. Okay, so the header part, so this is the listing 16.2.1.1 adverse events. So the input data set will be the ADSL, output will be having 16.2.1 adverse event. So when you check the adverse event mock shell, so this is a simple mock shell, have it here. So basically, what you can do, so we have a treatment, subject number, a sequence for adverse event, primary system, organic class, preferred term, and start date and end date, and the severity of the adverse event, and the action taken and relationship to the study drug and outcome. Okay, and there is a small what do you call? So there is a small footnote is there. So we have to generate this output in the listing. Okay, so this is the listing we have, and here we have primary system organic class, the SOC term and the preferred term. Okay, make sure you see here we have reference or test, follow the same pattern. Let me go to the programming first, and here we have RM list. So this is in case if you have any previous data set to remove, to completely delete those data set by using this syntax. Then we have to call all the libraries. Event ID was deploy and lubricate admiral, and we have to install R2 RTF in case if you want to install once, we don't need to install multiple times. So you just need to read that package we need to be import into the RTF, I mean into the R Studio. Okay, then we set the working directory here. Then thereafter we check the working directory which is in the right position. Then we give the SDTM, the data set, and Adam is the um, Adam is the source data set for this list. Okay, so we bring both together. Then we have to read ADSL. Okay, then we have to read ADAE because this is adverse event. So you have two data set here. ADSL has 48 observations and 7 variables, whereas ADAE has only 7 observations and 88 variables. Okay, so they have only 7 events. We'll be getting in the listing, we'll be having only 7 events. Okay, let's continue with this listing. So how the listing looks like, because the treatment, this is a treatment related information, either reference or test. Then we have a subject, unique subject ID number, then is a sequence, then we have adverse event like bodices and preferred term. Then we have a term here, preferred term, a bodices, have a start date, then a end date, a severity, a serious, so a action. So these are all, these ones are already present in the AE dataset. We just need to take those ones and create the report. So, but before we have to do few things. For the treatment, because when you check the output, so it a reference is giving as a reference, and the test is giving as a test. So we need to change that one first. So we're using the string to detect. If the TRTA has a test, then we give it as a test. And if the string, like, sorry, string to detect has a refe, so we give it as a reference. Else we give it as a missing. That is the TRT1, we consider as a TRT1. That is for the treatment. This part. This part we are considering like that. Okay. Crop case. Okay, then we have to get the character format, because yeah, we always we have to keep it the sequence, any variable we have to keep it in the listing should be in the character format. So a sequence in the numeric format, so we need to change to the character format. So like when you check ADAE, this is in the numeric format, right? We need to change back to the character format. Then SPA, that is for a term, is a combination of, check here, is combination of a term, a bodices, and preferred term. These are, and it is separated with a slash. I just gonna, is it is a forward slash, it's separated. Okay, so we have forward slash by using the paste zero concatenate function. So I'm trimming that in case if you have any extra blanks, it will be removed. So a term and a bodices, e decode for the preferred term. So once we're done, So there should be no missing value because we are considering only the treatment related information. So there should be no missing values. And we have to select based on the layout, whatever the layout we have. So here we have treatment, subject number, okay, subject unique subject ID, A sequence, okay, A sequence here, then adverse event, start date and end date, have SPA, that is SPA, A start date, A end date, A severity, A serious, then we have A action and relationship to study type, that is AREL, and AE out, that is outcome. Okay, so we select all the required variables to report into the listing. Okay, then we give the output location where you want to save your file. Okay, let me run this one. So there is a small festival. Okay, I remove that part. Then output, the output. Then we continue with the output format. So it will be the similar like how we did with demo listing, demographic listing. So we are taking the landscape pattern for the orientations, and the title is 16.2.1. So we select this part, okay, and paste it here, and it is in the left side alignment. Which, okay, so this is in left side alignment. So here we have the bold statement. So we go continue with the bold. Then for the call header, RTF call header, so what I do, so we take all that information here. I just copy all these things, paste it there, paste it here, and separate it with the symbol, pipe symbol. Okay, so each separated with symbols. So you can observe some of them are the start, and the preferred term is the preferred term coming in the bottom, like top it has the system to system class, then we have preferred term, the date and time, and also the event. So for that you have to do these things. So here we have, you see, slash n number, slash n number. Okay, okay, the slash n will give to the bottom. For example, when you check the subject number, subject dot number here, right, AE dot number here. So how do you get n number bottom? So you have to give slash n, slash n. For example, here in the here slash n preferred term, then we have slash n date and time, slash n date and time, so slash n event, so that we can get this variable, like, you know, the series on the top and the event in the bottom. So when you put slash n, it gives the end on the top and date and time in the bottom. Okay, that is one of that you have to be careful to look for it. Then we have to give the length, the width of the each individual variable. So the treatment is indicated to the treatment, and the unique subject ID is subject ID. So for how the listing for this data set, um, how the variables are arranged for this data, it should be in the similar pattern. Don't keep SPA here and unique subject here, then keep you giving the another, the variable names are changes, so it gives an error. So don't, it should be in the clear pattern. Arrange, select those variables coming in the listing in the pattern, in the similar fashion, and you give the same names in the column header as well. So for applying the width will be the and the body for both of them will be having the same width, so make sure you adjust accordingly. Okay, then we give the foot name as per the listing. We have foot name here, so you just copy this part and keep it here, and the RTF encode is just giving this value into the output. Okay, then we're writing the creating the RTF format. We're writing that the final output in the RTF format in 16.2.1 RTF. So let me run this one. When you run, you see here, you go to output, and you have here thing. Okay, so you see here we have a treatment. Okay, there is a width issues here, the subject number, A number, and preferred term. So all the informations are given, so you can see adverse event, then a primary system organic class, then we will be having the preferred term. So like this it is coming. Okay, then we have the footnote. So there will be only 7 data sets, 7 records are present in adverse events. Okay, so we just play around with the width. Like for example, if we change here is 2.5, and here is 0.5, and here is 2.5, and you have to give the same thing here as well. 0.5, 0.5, right? And when you run, so you can see a bit the moderate is changed, then continued also change, and resolve is coming. So you can play around and you can adjust accordingly how you want to reporting. Okay. All right. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. We will continue with the next class for the table.